Chosen One, the spiritual board has flipped, and the forces protecting you have issued a final verdict. You were never a pawn in their manipulations. You were a divine measure of their character. Someone who played a very dangerous game with you is experiencing major endings because they mistook your peace for a lack of protection. They believed exploiting your energy would be consequence-free, but they were actually challenging the divine. This person didn't wake up one morning and randomly decide to mess with you. This was strategic, calculated. They studied you like a project. They learned what made you tick, what made you trust, what made you vulnerable. Then they used that information as weapons. They baited you emotionally, pulled you close just to push you away, watched while you scrambled to make sense of behavior. They designed to confuse, and they enjoyed every second of it. It made them feel powerful, superior, in control. Every time you questioned yourself, they got a rush. Every time you over-explained or tried to fix things, it fed something sick inside them. They turned your kindness into a game and your love into entertainment. And the whole time, they wore a mask so convincing that even you started doubting what your gut was screaming. But here's the part they miscalculated completely. They thought they were dealing with just another person, someone weak, someone they could break and discard without consequence. What they were actually doing was triggering a divine response system that operates outside human timelines. You didn't need to defend yourself. You didn't need to expose them publicly or prove your case to anyone. All you needed to do was step back, and the moment you did, heaven stepped forward. Now watch what happens next, because what I'm about to tell you will make everything click into place. They're experiencing loss after loss right now. Things are falling apart in ways that don't make logical sense. Opportunities are vanishing right before closing. Relationships are imploding without warning. Peace has become a foreign concept for them. Sleep has turned into a battlefield. And they can't figure out why. But you know why. They aren't being punished for hurting you. They're being held accountable for misusing sacred energy. You were sent into this person's life not as a pawn, but as a test, a mirror, a final chance. But your soul was treated like a playground, and now the fun is over. The stakes were always higher than realized. You weren't just hurt. Divine order was violated, and in that moment fate was sealed. The endings showing up aren't coincidences. These aren't just bad days or unlucky moments. These are spiritual verdicts. The game that started is now completely out of control, and here's the twist that's about to blow your mind. The same energy used to try to trap you is now the exact force turning that world upside down, not because you cursed anyone, but because divine protection doesn't play fair when it comes to chosen ones. It plays final. Your life isn't just covered by general spiritual protection. You came into this world with specific agreements written before you ever met this person, contracts signed in realms they don't believe in, boundaries established by forces they can't see. There are invisible lines around your life that no one is allowed to cross without triggering serious consequences. And they had absolutely no clue they were stepping into territory where grace has an expiration date. They thought they were dealing with someone naive, someone too kind to fight back. But what they really did was breach a spiritual contract. And contract breaches in the divine realm don't get settled in court. They get settled in reality. Job opportunities that were guaranteed suddenly vanish. Relationships they thought were solid are collapsing overnight. The peace they used to fake is now completely gone. And it's not just external chaos. Their internal world is becoming a war zone. They wake up with anxiety they can't name. They move through their day feeling watched, feeling heavy, feeling like something is coming, but they don't know what. And they're right. Something is coming. It's already here. It's the weight of every lie they told, every tear they caused, every night you cried because of their cruelty. All of it is circling back, not because you wished it on them, but because energy doesn't disappear. It returns to its source. What's wild is they had a chance to avoid all of this. If they had honored you, supported you, or even just left you alone, things might have gone completely different. But their ego couldn't resist testing you, and now that same ego is dragging them through public and private chaos. The protection over your life isn't gentle when someone crosses the line. It's surgical, it's precise,